Hello, my lovelies. I'm Ginny O, the author with no last name, and this is another Let's Play of Eastshade. And this should probably be the final episode, at least I hope so. As you can see, I have run us back to Nava. Last time, we discovered that there was a whole bunch of mushroom spores inside the very big glacier of Ocean's Last Breath, giving everybody hallucinations. So we solved that by stacking some boxes on top of the other. And so I run back to Nava to turn in my last commission, so they could have some idea of what the hell is going on, and talk to the girl up on the third floor of the library, big common room area, so we can get our pass to go up and do our last memorial painting for Mother. From there, we need to track down something about this tower, the abandoned tower that's got some lights in it, and it's kind of, more creepy stuff tacked on to the end here. So, we'll take a look at that. So, but it's after, we need to do that at nighttime, so doing this in the afternoon is, a good bet. A good idea. We can get to Lyndow, and hopefully we won't have to abuse the resting system, but if we need to abuse it, we can.
Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work.
So you can turn in your commission here, get some more glowstones. There we go. So there aren't any more commissions. All done on the commissions. That's fine. We have 621 glowstones. Now, there's the reason why I have 621 glowstones is not only did I turn in all the commissions and everybody.
So, Zara has you running around the island like some sort of a unpaid assistant.
It's Melik. Oh, what do you want?
I know how remote some of those hot springs are. It was no small task.
No.
And to think, you won't see a single glowstone for all your trouble. What a pity for you.
I was just explaining why I
But the biggest waste here is how utterly pointless your task was. It's just astounding how much energy you cynics waste, all to crush the happiness of believers. Or maybe it's to prove to yourself that you haven't been missing out on something wonderful, which you have. But I'm no psychologist, I'm just a merchant. Don't mind me. I just bring life and joy to a city full of happy customers.
I had nothing against you. I bought your elixir, and it doesn't. Seriously, what is your problem? It doesn't seem to hurt. It doesn't hurt to learn more, and you're giving people false hope. I think it doesn't hurt to learn more.
Listen here. I will give you 200 glowstones if you give me those hot spring samples and never say another word to Zara.
What? Why? You're really give me 200 glowstones, which is a lot of money because, everybody's been giving me like 30 to 50 bucks for glowstones for paintings. And, if I turned in a fish, which I have been doing, I turned in like 14 of the really big fish for like 14 apiece. 200 glowstones is a lot of money. So what do you have to hide? Are you trying to bribe me?
Absolutely not. I'm trying to save myself the public relations nightmare Zara is trying to cause with all her nonsense.
Is your elixir a sham? Sounds like you know you're guilty.
You're an absolute fool.
You are really angry.
I know my elixir extends life, as surely as I know the moon will hide the sun tomorrow. But I also know Zara's science won't find anything special in the spring water that will explain it.
It's magic that can't be
Maybe.
explained.
Or maybe those university snobs don't know everything. Maybe there's something more to that water, something they can't see with their microscopes, something they don't understand. But just because they can't see it with their fancy test, that doesn't mean it's not magical. You have to trust me on that. So, are you going to take the glowstones or not?
No, thank you. Not.
You and Zara are going to rob so many people of Eastshade's greatest gift.
If I believed you were actually running around to the hot springs, all of them, and doing exactly what I did, Malik, I would give you the hot spring samples. But for some odd reason, you are so mad, I don't believe you, and I'm not going to, do my principles just to make you happy. So, like I said, I have 621 glowstones. I could buy sealant from Mr. Glowstone guy with 500, who's selling it for 500 if I wanted. Which if you do, you'll get an achievement. And he'll be like, oh my god, only the super fancy wealthy people tend to do this. And so basically, if you do your fishing, there's a get 10 fish achievement. So if you do your fishing, and you turn in your fish, and you turn in your commissions, and everybody who's been giving you money, you should have lots and lots of glowstones by now. So you don't need his glowstones. I mean, you show up with nothing, and you're leaving with quite a little, a nice, tight little nest egg here. Alright, so let's talk to Zara, who's got the elixir of life thing on her thing, and it's a fine day for science.
I do love working here in the university. Even though my senior Professor Esma can be a bit eccentric at times. How's the hot spring sample collecting going?
I had them all, and Melik is not happy about it.
You do? Fantastic! That can't have been easy. I understand that some of those hot springs are quite remote. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I'm going to get right to analyzing it. It shouldn't take long. Come back in an hour if you want to see the results. This could really put that con artist out of business.
It really could. Where's my reward?
Reward? The goodwill of the people, of course. If this elixir turns out to be a sham, which it almost certainly will, we'll be saving Navians from wasting a lot of glowstones. I'm open to being proven wrong, but I find it very unlikely.
Seriously, I did that for a good point?
You've done some real good here in Nava, and I like to think I have too.
Well, once you finish that, I will be coming back for my, I will be coming back for my pass. Okay? Alright, so, it's gonna take her an hour, which really is not a long time game time. We can take a look-see, look around from up to here, and just look at the nice views and watch the lighting change. There's all sorts of little weird statues in here, all the different things. These little deer men reading books, and some interesting torches that aren't on right now. You can go look down on this side, and you can see the tarnished teapot, which in below the tarnished teapot, and you can see this building over here. And this building looks like it has like a bridge from the library over to it. So that's one of the, right, that has the bakery in the bottom. So even though you can't get into it, kind of, shows how connected the places are. And then over here, I think this would be a little bit more realistic. Like, I feel like I'm in the middle of a downtown of what should be like a bigger, bustling city, and I can understand why it's not, because it'd probably be a little bit overwhelming. But I really do enjoy like this combination of, this is kind of like some sort of a medieval, more Romanesque type of cross of architecture. You can see the little more arches there on the buildings, and then they're kind of, a little bit more, just in shape, they're kind of like more medieval-like, and then you have all the rotundas and everything that kind of is very Roman, Greek type of thing. So it's an interesting blend. Like, we even have the minarets. See? Don't you, just wait long enough. Wait long enough and she'll be finished. So you have like even the little minarets type of thing, and all these little, and these arches like this with the three columns instead of one. Those are actually that is an actual variation. I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side. How did I get to the wrong side? I don't know. Watch, I probably will have to run all the way around again. Okay, where were we? Okay, yes. Right, there we go. Here we go. Let's talk back here.
Oh, it's going to be another late night, that's for sure.
Well, we'll
You'll never guess what I found. The hot spring water is special. It's full of minerals. There's one mineral in particular. I can't quite match its particle shape to any other known minerals. It may be a new discovery. More study is needed, of course. I can't thank you enough for retrieving these samples for me. This could be an important contribution to science.
You mean that old man was not lying? I mean, I think his skin should be sloughing off by now, but okay.
What? Oh, yeah, that. No, definitely not. Melik's elixir doesn't even contain trace levels of hot spring water. It's just city rain water, the stuff we all drink every day.
Seriously?
Definitely. I did some sample comparisons. Seems like he mixed other things in, sweeteners and flavorings by the looks of it. Anyway, definitely not the stuff from any of the springs. Totally different mineral profile.
What do we do now?
I'll be taking this report straight to the Shadian Post. I know a reporter there who will be very interested. Thank you so much for all your help. We've really done some good here.
Alright. Right. And now, my top 4 plasmas.
Oh, that's right! Here you are.
Thank you! Seriously. Give me my pass. You promised me a pass, and that's why I did that. Alright. I mean, really, it's one thing as an artist to be running around collecting rocks and plants to make paint, and another thing as an artist to be running around collecting hot spring water samples because some guy in the market is selling flavored vitamin water. Anyway.
Sorry, you can't go up there right now. We're doing some renovations.
I have a pass.
Oh, go right ahead then. Just be careful, okay? There's a lot of folk on scaffolding holding things like hammers, you know?
I will.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Alright, so Mother wanted a painting from the top of here. And it doesn't really matter where you do your painting from. Just choose a section and be done. So last time I did one from the mountains. And I don't know, this time it feels kind of like I should be doing something of, maybe the balloon. Yeah, something with the balloon. Do some sort of panoramic painting here. Oops. I had to make myself a canvas. Make a canvas. Alright. P1. Come on. Seriously, sometimes, sometimes. So what you want to do is make like a panoramic type painting here for Mother. And I just did it of the Eastshade Woods. There you go. A little bit of the Bloodstone Woods, Nessa's balloon, the bursting bubble. And now you can go into the paintings, click on the top of there, and put that into your Mother's paintings filled. And it's getting it's starting to get later in the day, but that's fine. Export your paintings. So yes, there's actually is scaffolding here. Oh, dear. So, we could now have this. I should check in Nava or Lyndow to see if there's a ship that can take you home. Once we've finished all the paintings, we can now go home. So, but, we still have this mystery with the architect of Lyndow. went through the wrong way. I need the stairs! The stairs! And there is a way to Lyndow that we have not taken yet, and that's along the coast. So let's go to the Silt Spring coast, and we'll jet along on our little boat around to see what there is to see. And we probably will show up in Lyndow, or at least at Ingram's Cave at night. Oh, look, an orange cat, an orange tabby. Aww. Most of the cats are like gray or black. And yes, late afternoon, if you want to get a picture of the paintings, late afternoon is a good time, because that's when the sun is on the two of them. That's when you can get the best light on them. Oh, shoot. Shoot. I forgot. Okay, so, like I said, you're kind of running out of canvases at this point, and it's it's debatable whether or not we're going to find any more materials, since we've been, like, everywhere. So, and we do have 621, so there's no reason not to buy some canvases.
Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Close. And let's check our journal and see what is the problem with making canvas. As usual, we don't have enough boards. 10 fabric, and but, you know, I do have enough fabric to still make the tent if I wanted. But yes, so almost forgot to pick up some canvases, just in case. You never know what you're gonna want to do. You never know what's gonna happen in the stories. Story is always a good place for them to start asking for paintings. But let's go to the Silt Spring coast. Unfortunately, our zip trolley will not take us to the Silt Spring coast. We have to go the long way. So, yes. Just run out. As the sun starts going down, we might end up having to abuse the rest function. If you thought the rest function looks a little similar to Skyrim, to Elder Scrolls, I think a lot of inspiration was taken from Skyrim for this game. It's particularly in like mechanics like that, and like and in the looks, obviously. But once again, this game was made in Unity, and you know, the shaders take up a lot of computer graphic power for some reason. So, yeah. I don't know if the developer actually worked on any of the Skyrims or something, but he definitely wanted something that had that kind of feeling of Skyrim, but more peaceful almost. We can go around kind of here. We don't need to go up to the Kestrel's area. We can jump through the... You'd be surprised. You can kind of jump over this. The river's kind of going fast, but it's not deep enough to make us slow down at all. Oop. But I'm really impressed kind of here too that not only did they put in a lot of green trees, but they also put in a lot of dead trees. So it gives like some kind of a lifelike variety to the forest here. Like, I know there's some people who will probably be like, why would you want a dead tree? And it's just like, meh. You know, sometimes trees don't, survive. And, they'll eventually fall down, or sometimes they'll stay up for a while, too, with the branches falling off and everything. Alright, so we're here at the coast. So I think it was an interesting decision to put the dead ones in as well as the green ones. So let's get out here onto open water and head towards Lyndow. So you can see off in the distance over there, you can see the waterfall to the hot springs. And here's this wrecked ship. And we can get between these rocks without killing ourselves. There's it's actually up on a sandbar. And it looks like, let's get our boat in the right direction. We can get out and explore this sandbar. So this is the Salt Spring Shipwreck. It has some fabric. Oh, and look, it has some boards. So, alright, just enough boards so we can make another canvas or two, looks like. But, yes. Nothing else on this shipwreck except, a random piece of fabric and some boards. So let's get back out to sea, turn it around. Let's keep going. We're headed towards Lyndow. Because there might be something else over here on the map that we can't see. See, we were right here, so there's a kind of a, maybe there's something over here? Always check the coast. Sometimes you never know what you might find. So as we go up along the coast here, oh look at that. Now this isn't Ingram's Cave, but it's definitely something. This is Engraving Cove. I would think this is someplace good for, smugglers, just like the Halloween Caves Cove would be. But, always check around, see if there's anything here. Probably not. But you never know. Oh, here's another piece of fabric, just in case you need some fabric. Which you probably don't at this point. And we can be on our merry way. Oh, we might have to. Ugh. Yeah, we got this up a little too far, it looks like. Alright, let's get out of here. Pack it up. Got a little too far. And then we can come over here, at least, and put it back out. At least. Read boat. Okay! Something just went wrong. We are now floating in midair. Well, that's interesting. Well, okay. I don't know how to get down, so it looks like we're going to have to fast travel to, let's go to the abandoned tower. Okay. We lost our boat. Your boat is in your inventory, and now we're under... folks, I think I might have to, I have no idea what I'm gonna have to do for this to something has gone clearly wrong. This has not happened before. Obviously, you can see that there is no way out. This is interesting. How many, I don't know how many more Mountain War teas I have. I only have one left. So let's try one last time. Let's see if we can get to Lyndow. But if we do not, I'll have to save and see if we can Alright. Wow. That was kind of freaky. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's still nighttime. This guy's...
Greetings. I have a message for you from North Seas Shipping. Safe travels.
Well, thank you, Mr. North Sea Shipping guy. Were you, like, seriously going to... Probably was chasing me around. Maybe that was the problem. They were trying to catch up with me. Okay, so a messenger gave me an apology letter. Well, let's see what this letter is. It's in our books. Our North Sea Shipping message. Dear Ginny, on behalf of North Sea Shipping, we apologize for any and all inconvenience caused by the recent shipwreck of the vessel Annabelle. As a generous gesture of reparation, we'd like to issue 1 free ticket home. Please board any of our vessels departing from Lyndow. Rest assured that measures have been taken to improve the reliability of our ships, and safety protocols have been updated accordingly. Our deepest apologies, North Sea Shipping. Oh, I don't think it was 100% your fault, but okay. So you see, the lights are on in the tower. So let's get over there and see what we can find out. My. Alright. This is the path for... We don't want the path for the shore. We want the path for the... We want the path... Jump. Jump. Jump, my lovely. So, the lights are on. So let's see if we can go find out what's going on over here. It's locked, yes. But here comes the hermit.
What are you doing out so late?
I could ask the same first, Inga.
Oh, dear. I must ask that you tell no one about this. The information you have is already too close to uncovering the truth. I'm delivering supplies to... someone who is hiding in the old tower.
Oh.
That old tower was once used to communicate urgent messages to Nava using signal fires. Some years ago, the need for such a tower faded, and it fell to ruin. That old tower? Someone has taken up residence there. I suppose one could say this person is hiding out. They wish not to be bothered by anyone, and that's something I can relate to.
Understandable, Ingo.
This person wishes to remain unknown, and I mean to respect their wishes. I help lock it up, and only I hold the key to enter. I deliver supplies at night.
Why are they hiding?
I think they feel that the world of people is no place for them. I'm not sure this is the right solution, but the choice is not mine to make. I do hope you decide to keep this a secret. Its exposure means nothing to you and everything to the one who dwells in the tower.
So, the architect Lyndow.
Well, I suppose you've already connected the dots. I knew someone would guess it eventually. The one who dwells in the tower is the architect of New Lyndow. The one who designed the beautiful buildings. The one who has been missing for years now. Maybe this is for the best. Perhaps it's time someone talked to him. And maybe it's best if it's an outsider. I think, deep down, he doesn't want to be living in that tower. He is rash, and he is proud. Would you talk to him? I'll leave the door unlocked for you.
So you can follow him in.
The one who dwells in the tower. Maybe this... He is rash, and he is proud. Would you talk to him? I'll leave the door unlocked for you.
Alright. So, we've left the door unopened, unlocked, and somehow we have to get up inside without him being in the freaking way. Alright, open the door. Right, we had to... So here we are, we're up here, and you can take his candle, steal his quill, and, go up the ladder to the top of the tower. And here he is, the architect of Lyndow. Let's see if we can get a good, better view of him.
Who are you? How did you get in?
Ingov let me in.
I presume the old man told you why I'm here? Why I've chosen to live in this tower of solitude?
I think I understand.
You understand? Then, you know what it is to be an outsider your entire life? You've experienced what it is to be known for a birth anomaly? You can't possibly understand. Look at my face. It makes children cry. Before I left, I was the subject of chronic nightmares for one child. Her father showed her a new route to school so she could avoid passing me. Estranged from all others in this tower, I am an outsider. But living in the town, I am an outsider all the same. At least here in my tower, I won't fuel the nightmares of children. I dedicated my life to becoming a great architect. For half a century, I labored at this. I built the city they live in. And how do the people of Lyndow know me? I am the disfigured architect. The townspeople don't appreciate what I've done. They dwell in the marvel of my life's work.
You have a bad personality. You know, this is actually true. The people in town don't talk about his disfigurement. They talk about how cranky and grumpy he is. And I highly doubt the child was having nightmares because of his disfigurement. It was because he is cranky and grumpy. And I don't think calling him out on the fact you are cranky and grumpy is going to help. But someone did write a book.
Really? What did it say of me?
It's about your accomplishments as an artist.
So, someone's finally taken notice of my talent? Well, that is interesting. That changes everything. It's about time. This conversation. It was almost enjoyable. Perhaps I'll see you again. But now, I'm afraid it's late. Or early, I should say. I don't believe I invited you into my house.
He's a cranky, grumpy old man. And, you know, maybe that helped, maybe that didn't. But look. There's a model of that one building in Lyndow, where you can go up and it has the stairs and you can look out over everything. And then here's a picture, a model of the houses. So what the houses would look like. The circle houses. Some bread. And, I mean, he's got something here written down, but we can't read it. He's got plenty of paper. You know, his books. It's just very, very fun. He's very, very cranky, and he's a bit of an arrogant side. So, you know, like, maybe that will help. We'll see. But it is hard to say. So, let's get back to Lyndow. What time is it? It's 3 a.m. in the morning, and let's go back to Lyndow. On the wrong path again. And we can go back to Lyndow and get some sleep. Chew over what the cranky old man said. Oh, my. You have a bad personality. And he does. He really does. I mean, yes, you know, and to look how pretty this place is. And to an extent, as a character, he does have a right to his arrogance because I mean, look, he created a lovely little town. And it's probably supposed to be technically bigger, but this is a little tame, so we won't talk about that. And, you know, it's a lovely little place. So, let's get some rest. Everybody else is long asleep. Yes, and brew up some not one more tea. Like, just in case something bad happens again. And the book was not just about his architecture, it was also about his figurement, but I don't think it would be helpful for him to know that. So it's early, so let's sleep in, for goodness sake. Let's have this poor Owlpoke get some sleep. Oh my. Sometimes you will be, as an artist, you're willing to sacrifice a little sleep for your art, but then there's, you know, this.
Zod is back.
I know. Have you spoken with him?
Only briefly. He was milling about here inspecting every architectural detail.
I saw him strolling around town this morning as if he'd never been gone. I can't believe it.
Where has he been all this time?
I heard he was hiding in that abandoned tower. He always was funny, that one.
He'd been missing so long, I thought the worst. I'm glad he's okay.
Well, you know, his personality drove people away. But people do worry about him. He was a member of the town.
Ah.
So, pick a topic. Let's see if he...
That poor man. I hope he's very happy, wherever he...
So...
Take care now.
I mean, people cared about him. They were worried about him, you know, when he left, when he went... And... I don't want to call him a great silly, but he is something of a great silly. I mean, out of all the characters, you know, I kind of wish we could spend a little more time with Azod, just because he is quite funny. Alright, Mr. Azod.
This building is truly a marvel. A masterwork of architecture it is.
Yes, you come out of your tower. A marvel indeed. It's not that great. How rude. How rude. I love how they give you 3 options to have 3 personalities. You've come out of the tower.
Yes. It would have been a shame to have designed such a beautiful city and not enjoy it for myself a little longer.
Oh, I'm glad you have...
By the way, I have some work for a painter like you. Mistake me not, painting is an objectively inferior art form, especially when compared to something as functional as architecture. But in this one instance, I could use your skills.
I'm useless, but you need me. That's what my emotions are saying. But what do you need?
I've decided I'm going to move away. It pains me to think that I'll leave behind my creations, but it pains me more to think of more interactions with these wretched townspeople. I'd like a painting of this very city. The composition should include this very town hall, the perched gazebo, and the inn.
I'll paint it.
If you hesitate too long, I'll just find someone else. You painters are a glowstone a dozen.
Absolutely no freaking respect. None. None at all. Okay. So in order to get what he wants, we have to come over here to this house, I believe. Alright? Because he wants the town hall. Chicken! Okay, sorry. That was probably a little bit of a squeal. He wants the town hall, and he wants the inn, and he wants the gazebo. And it's not an impossible ask. It's just, he's just so rude about it. You don't want to do it. It's just like, oh, you think I'm useless. But then you are like, I need you to paint my town for me. Just really. Just really. You know, here. Good grief. Alright. What a rude man. You know? Ugh. There's this black chicken. This black chicken. I love this black chicken. Sorry, I gotta paint this black chicken. Okay. Hold still. Hold still. Come on. Come on. I just need to paint you. Hold still. Would you? There. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to. Alright. So let's see if he is still in here. Yes, we painted your painting.
The painting of my city.
Yes, here you go.
It's splendid. Truly.
Oops, I forgot to
Thank
export
you.
it.
And I should also thank you for before. I'm glad you visited me in my tower. I'd like some time to myself. This is indeed a special place, and I'd like to enjoy it as much as possible before I go.
I like how the sound design there had his voice echoing, because this would be definitely, as a town hall, this would be definitely a place where his voice would be echoing. Yes. Oh, what an arrogant Scot. I forgot to export the painting of Lyndow. So, if I want another one, I'll have to, I'll have to redo it. What else I have to do? Okay, so here's the point where we can go check and take the ship or go home. But you see, you have 24 inspiration, and if you go to the journal, you'll notice the only thing left to do is leave Eastshade. Everything else is gray, which means we've done every single story in this game. So here's the thing: you have 24. Would have 25, but I got paint with the chicken. 24 different inspiration, and which means it takes about 1 inspiration per painting, so you can do 24 paintings. So you have been running around for hours, so like it takes anywhere from 8 to 15 hours to complete this game, and you have been doing what everybody else wants for the most part. I mean, if you look at my paintings, I mean, I did the one of Alejo, because I wanted a painting of Alejo, my friend, and the one of Alejo's moving, and then I painted over Mud Willow's eye painting, because I would not have done it at that particular time of day, so I went back during the time of day I wanted. And then I have the painting of the bear, and the painting of this black chicken. I love it. Okay, so, so if there is something you wanted to paint, let's say you want to paint this little boy running around, for instance, or you want to paint Sahar at her painting, like, now is the time to do it. Because, I mean, for instance, let's paint this little boy. Let's paint this little paint. Drag and adjust the cropping, and he's gonna come back around. He will, eventually. And you can grab him, like this is a photograph, when he comes back around. Let's see if it's close. You can make a painting of the little boy. And, yeah, I know, it's kind of horrible lighting because of the eclipse. You might have wanted to wait for the end of the eclipse. Okay, so I've kind of run around for a couple in-game days and did some paintings of everybody that I wanted to. So I'm out of inspiration. So it is time to leave Eastshade. Oh, and if you do talk to Melik will tell you that he's being run out of the marketplace to be replaced by a junk dealer. All to the good. But now it is time to leave Eastshade. Let us say goodbye to this lovely little island where we spent so much time. Always save right before you do this, just in case you want to come back. And you can talk to...
Heading back to the mainland? Do you already have a ticket, or are you looking to buy?
No, I have my letter.
Oh, you were on the Annabelle. Terribly sorry about that. Do you wish to board now? You don't have to take this ship. There are many coming through, all going to the mainland. Your ticket is valid for any North Seas shipping vessel.
This one is fine.
Once you board, there's no turning back. You'll be mainland bound. Are you done with all your business here in Eastshade?
I'm ready.
We've got you in the very best room. Go right ahead. Have a nice trip.
So, double confirmation, just to make sure. Are you absolutely sure you're anything? So we've run around, I've seen about everything I can think of I want to see. And, now you can watch Eastshade leave in the rear view. So if you wanted to take a nice picture of Lyndow as you're leaving, get the, over here, you can see the Tipmore Bluffs, or you can aim your camera out past the forward. Take a look at the Annabelle here. The sad Annabelle with the boxes still floating out next to it. Poor Annabelle. Let's see if we can get all that without any of the railing. Yes. Oh, the light is coming back. And you can kind of see the shores. Lyndow, we're kind of going slow, but I'm sure things will pick up soon enough. Ingram's little cave there underneath the tower. The light's picking up, and there's the river in Old Lyndow. Goodbye, Old Lyndow. Picking up speed, I think. And the sea. The sea. Things are rapidly going backwards now. But, oh, and there's Nava. We can see Nava over there, off in the distance. So nice that, on the way out, we can stand on board and just be, oh, wow. Watch it leave without having to worry that we're going to hit a barrier reef or something and die. Oh, things are going dark. Don't worry, we're not dying. Not dying. So, we're home, and if you like, take a look here. Let's take a look around. We're back on mainland. Take a look around. And, as you can see, they've put up our paintings around our little studio here. So this is our studio gallery. So you can see, you know, they've arranged our paintings for us. What is that? Is that so hard? I can't tell. Well, that's a dark one. So, you know, there's Victor, and then we have some things to interact with. So we got a letter on this little fainting couch. Oh, it's a letter from Alejo. I have asked Mudwillow to help me write this letter. I wish I knew your language better. It was so nice to meet you and share my home. I hope you are well, wherever you roam. I would love to hear more of the place where you live. Please write back soon if you have time to give. Best wishes to you, my dear Skyfolk friend. That's all for this letter. Goodbye. The end. Oh, I can tell Mudwillow's influence in the rhyming couplets. Greetings. This is Park Ranger from the Shade National Park of Eastshade. I don't know if this will get you. The world is getting so big. I guess it might end up lost, but I figured I'd try. He's such a pessimist. The water foxes here are doing much better now. They came out of their cave, and I found another pack living near the great tree. Lots of people are taking new interest in the park and water foxes, so thank you for helping make that happen. Up at the Kestrels of Ree, they started selling these little postcards. The water foxes are bringing so many people out to the forest, thought you might like one. Take care, Park Ranger Victor. And there you go. You can see the little water fox. How nice. Hey there, old pal. Hope you've been well. Business a huge success over here. Couldn't have done it without you. Planning a trip over to the archipelago soon. First flight across the seas. I'm hoping you can do some promotional work for me. Get folks excited to see the landing. Best wishes to you. Oh! Probably. That's Nessa. Oh, she's gonna bring her bursting bubble across the sea. Okay. There's Bojan, there's the bear. Dear Ginny, Kai and I wanted to apologize for the way you saw us. It was a low point, to say the least. But thanks to you, we've managed to turn our lives around. There's nothing we could offer to repay you. But I hope you'll accept these treats and our many thanks. Kaylin and Kai, K&K Apothecary. Uh-oh. Something went wrong. Okay, that was weird. Yes, thank you for the treats. I guess. So there's the bears up at the expedition site. There's Lyndow. There's Alejo's hometown. There's Dojak sitting there. Dear Ginny, I doubt you remember, but we met in my tower after you boorishly intruded in the middle of the night. I'm the boar. You're the one hiding in the tower. After leaving Eastshade, I came to the Shelian archipelago and learned that you reside here as well. Yes, despite the fact you don't like painters. In my time here, I've had the chance to read the book you mentioned, the one praising my work, and I've met some local architects as well. I'm not sure you'd call them friends, but we do spend time speaking about buildings and other high arts. In any case, for reasons somewhat beyond me, one of them has fallen in love with the painting you've done of Lyndow. They would like to request you paint their work at your convenience. Perhaps I will see you again soon, Azad. Well, Azad, it's just some people want to have paintings. There's the little girl with her painting. Alejo is over the fireplace. That's so sweet. Okay. Okay, let's go over here first. Oh, it looks like we have a little statue and an omelet, something gold. I've told the other Roots members about the planned Shez attack and warning you gave us. In light of this, we are pleased to crown you as honorary Roots leader. Your honesty and devotion to preserving our traditions is deeply appreciated. Please accept this amulet as thanks for the action you took to preserve our community. Dream in peace, the Roots. Oh my. Well, I guess it's a little hard to be a leader from so far away, but you can sit in the chair if you like. There's another note over here on the table. Ginny, this is the park ranger from the National Park in Eastshade. Remember those seeds you recovered for me? I thought they'd be spoiled since they're so old, but they've sprouted. The plant is invasive, obviously, so don't go spreading it around. Park Ranger Victor. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, so he sent us this plant. Interesting. My, they're just sending us so many things. Alright. We've got a bloom sack bloom, looks like. Hello again, traveler. I heard you made it back to the mainland. Hope you're doing well. Bojan was thinking about the conversations you had, so we thought about seeing how you've been faring. Bojan doesn't write much, but he wanted to ask if you've been out rafting lately, and whether you've had a chance to eat something called slug cakes. I've never had them myself. They must be a wonderful delicacy from your hometown. Onar and Bojan. Well, I definitely hope not. So we've gone black over here and ended up over here again for some reason. I don't know why. This must be a picture or something from Sahar. Dear Ginny, I wanted to thank you for sharing your skills with my daughter Sanja. Yes, Sanja. She's been busily painting away, and our walls are nearly covered with paintings now. She's been teaching other children how to paint as well, and hopes to travel one day too. Thank you for sharing your inspiration. Dear Ginny, thank you for teaching me how to make canvases. I met another painter, and she's teaching me how to make my paintings even better. I hope you had a nice time going home, and I hope your new ship didn't sink. Oh, she's so sweet. And so here's some of the painting of the eye, and here's the painting of the hermit, and we're back around again. So, that was Eastshade. All your friends writing to you. I hope you enjoyed this. A little, closing of everything up. Walk down memory lane. Thank you for listening. Take care of yourselves. Bless. Stay safe. And I'll see you in another video.